What's up, everybody? How you doing out there? Wow, I see chat is active already. You guys are talking about all sorts of stuff. What are you eating before your games? Easy answer. G Fuel. Use code VREL at checkout for 30% off. G Fuel, they're one of our sponsors. You've seen Pig on PC when he gets on that G Fuel. You know the kind of energy it gives you. How you all doing out there? I'm liking to see the energy that's in the chat right now. Hello, everybody. Look at all the people. Bubba, Hulk, Dr. Feelgood, Mr. Murda. Good to see you all out there. T-Pops, Shout. Who else is in there? We got Grief. We got Bonovsky in the house. How you doing, Bonovsky? Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for those kind words, Bono. Here we go. I am waiting. Something about... I'm getting messages from Astreus. They're starting it up. What do you eat before you wake up? That's an interesting question, King Louis. It's really hard to eat something before you wake up, isn't it? Hey, King Louis. Hey, Bubba the Boss. Good to see you all. I am glad to be casting this match of Contractors. It is Season 2, Week 5. And we're seeing some amazing matches this season. Tonight, it's Apex versus Rogue. Rogue, we saw them in the finals last season. It's going to be interesting to see how far they go this season. There's been a bit of a shakeup in terms of the rosters. We'll see that in tonight's match. Mad Dog the Dog has switched from Rogue to Apex, and so it's going to be facing off against his former teammates tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. We're going to be going into Arctic. We're going to be going into Lumber. We're going to see some crazy actions tonight. Let's see what that lobby is up yet. Not quite yet. Up. You get messages between the captains here. Looks like they're waiting for their 5th teammate to get in. Let me calm this down a little bit. There we go. There we go. We got predictions out there? Anybody got predictions? I don't know about this one. Apex is a new team, but not all new players. I think we're going to see a lot of familiar faces. I mean, familiar names in the Apex roster. There are a lot of strong players, in my opinion. Rogue also a strong team. We know how they work. We know Astreus, the long shooter. We've got a couple of scrappers in there. Rhythm, Professor X. So, a couple of teams with some strong players. But it's going to be interesting to see how they've been going through the off-season. How they've been going through the last 4 weeks. And if they've gotten any different, any better, maybe. from what we saw last season. I think Apex might have a winning combination with this group that they've put together. Just looking for messages here to make sure that everything is a-okay and that we are about to have this lobby up and running in a second. Yep. Bonovsky says 4-0 Apex. Bubba the Boss says 2-2. Hulk Smasher says Apex 3 Rogue 1. Very cool. Very nice. I want to remind you, if you see some cool plays tonight, exclamation point clip to make a clip. And you might see that clip again in our socials. On Twitter, on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on our Facebook. Bubba says, there ain't no off season. That's a mistake right there. That's right, Bubba. No letting up. Alright, let's see if that lobby's up now. I believe the first map of tonight is going to be Arctic. It's a big one. Arctic. I've said this before. For Arctic, the team that has map control is going to be the team that dominates in Arctic because it is so big. If you're preventing those anybody from getting to the point, if you're preventing your opponents from getting anywhere on that map, they're going to be spending so much time going from spawn to wherever they're trying to get to. That is going to be an easy capture for you and your team. It is so difficult to get the recapture. It's so difficult after it's been captured to get the neutralization. Because if you get sent back to that spawn boy, you're gonna be walking a long time. So we're gonna see who gets that map control. Arctic has a lot of long sight lines, so I know the long shooters like Astraeus might be able to set up shop. But let's see. Here we go. It is on, folks. Let me get a good position here. Whoa! And we're off with I One Tapped Your Dad. Putting the subs all over my face. Gift subs for all, everybody. Say thank you to I One Tapped Your Dad if you got a gift sub. Thank you very much for that support. Let me make sure I have the names correct. Yep, we got Apex on Team 1. We got Rogue on Team 2. And for Apex tonight, we've got Lust, 9Ninja, Mad Dog the Dog, Rainbow Dash, and Third Wishes. And for Rogue tonight, we've got Zeus, Professor X, Professor Xavier, Rintham, Astraeus, and King Henry. And here we go, folks. Right now, we are starting to see Apex starting out strong. Mad Dog the Dog here out in the middle of the cave, at the entrance of the cave, looking towards the spawn of Rogue. And also taking out Professor X with a long shot there. Rintham thought lobbing a grenade here, but it went too far. But Rintham did win that gunfight and is going to be able to advance into this point. That is unless Rainbow Dash has something to say about it, and Rainbow Dash exactly had something to say about it. Let's follow Rainbow Dash for a second while we let these notifications roll through. Thank you so much, I One Tapped Your Dad, for those gift subs. My goodness. I don't know how many that was. 40? What? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? I'm turning into Jerry Seinfeld here. What is he doing? What is happening with all these gift subs? Oh my goodness. That is going to be... Those alerts are going to be going for a while. As we watch this action. It is 82% captured now for Apex. As 9Ninja and Third Wishes are here together. Preventing Zeus from taking that long route. And that's going to be a capture and transmit for Apex. You can see those individual scores. Third Wish is on top for Apex. And Rintham on top for Rogue. Now look at this long route that has to be taken by Rogue. What are they going to do? King Henry is there. We see Astraeus already at the dish, maybe deciding instead of trying to go after the point to try and jockey for map control. You can see him now going into this position that's going to allow him to look down into the spawn of Apex as Rainbow Dash is below him. Is there going to be a confrontation here between Astraeus and Rainbow Dash? Maybe. Rainbow Dash lobbed a grenade up there. And Astraeus had to run for cover. And in the end, Lust saw him. Where is Lust? Where is Lust coming from? From the old point. So while Astraeus had a good position there, he was caught out and found out and shot down before he could exert any control over the map there. We see all those kills going down now. Rintham taking a double. Rhythm on top for Rogue at 4-3. But now you can see that Apex are all over this new point right now. But is it the new point? Or is that the new point? Nope, that's the new point. And we can see King Henry for Rogue making his way there. He might be the first person there, but he's got some members of Apex hot on his tails. So does Third Wishes. I mean, so does Rintham, excuse me, as Third Wishes and Rainbow Dash come up with the flank straight out of their spawn. Now there are 3 members of Rogue, or Apex getting onto this point. There's one member of Rogue somewhere. It's Rainbow Dash. Let's follow Rainbow Dash as he tries to... Oh, he's a Professor Xavier, excuse me. Out go the grenades. But Rainbow Dash and Mad Dog the Dog were there for Apex, and now Apex is all over this point. Look at all those red tags. One in that back barn, one on this bottom side here, 2 in that cabin. And they are going to exactly do that and cut off any approach that Rogue can take to the point. You can see King Henry getting those hit markers. He's getting lit up from the point, and Third Wishes is going to finish him off. Meanwhile, a grenade from King Henry gets Third Wishes, and here comes Rintham. But Rintham's advance was stopped short by Mad Dog the Dog's long shots. I'm sorry, this is Astreus. Astreus trying to get those long sightlines from here with that SKS. Not quite able to land those shots, though. As you can see, members of Apex are still on that point, and that counter is still going up. So now it is going to force Astreus to now push the point. Is he going to get there in time? It's a long run. You can see that ticker going up. It's going to be captured by the time he gets there. And there it is. Can Astreus stop it? Trying to shoot through that building, but Mad Dog the Dog was here. Mad Dog the Dog, former team member of Rogue, now shooting down Astreus and letting Apex take this point. There's those points. Third Wishes on top, 6-3. Rainbow Dash 5-2. 9 Ninja 4-2. With Rintham on top for Rogue, 5-6. King Henry in second place, 4-6. And Professor Xavier, 3-6. And this is going to be a tough point to retake here for Rogue. And you can see them deciding instead to go for that middle position. They know the next point's going to be either that big dish or the small platform below it. So they want to control those positions. And you can see Apex moving from below. Can Astreus get up there and get some kills? Let's see. Rintham takes down Third Wishes. A few grenades going out onto those ramps. Zew's doing that shooting as well. As we can see, there's Astreus trying to get somebody. He catches Rainbow Dash off guard there. But is he going to be able to do any more? I did see a lot of red names in that kill feed, so that's going to be a lot of Apex going right back to the spawn. And that's going to buy Astreus a lot of time on that point to capture it. Let's follow this approach here as we see Apex coming out of the spawn and doing this uphill battle. Let's follow Rainbow Dash. Now Rainbow Dash and Mad Dog the Dog have an uphill battle here, and you can see that ticker going up really fast now because there are many members of Rogue on that point. So by the time they get up there, it's going to be pretty well captured. Can they get up there? Rintham preventing Third Wishes from advancing. Rainbow Dash splitting off from his teammate. Mad Dog the Dog did get taken down there. And so it looks like Rogue are hanging on to this point, at least until the capture. Can Rainbow Dash get in there for the neutralize? He's sneaking around. They know he's here. He's got a teammate with him. And it was Lust versus Professor Xavier, but Rainbow Dash is still here for the neutralize. Rintham doesn't know it. 9 Ninja was there just in time to stop Rintham from preventing the neutralize, so that goes down. And King Henry finally takes down Rainbow Dash there to clear it out. And that was only 4 tags transmitted for Rogue. You can see the lead for Apex, 92-45. Third Wish is at 7-5. Rainbow Dash 7-4. 9 Ninja 6-5. With Professor Xavier 6-8 on top for Rogue. The next point is going to be this lower platform. Here is Apex already here. And here comes Astreus taking down 9 Ninja, now moving towards for a better close encounter gun there. And here comes the rest of Rogue here. 4 members of Rogue on this point. Meanwhile, there's Lust above. Can Lust get a shot here against anybody from Rogue? Somebody saw him up there. It was Zeus. Let's watch Zeus as he tries and route that threat from Lust. Zeus focusing on the approach from Apex's spawn. There's a grenade that takes him down. Another grenade from Mad Dog the Dog, and another grenade from Third Wishes is going to take down the rest of Rogue players here on the point, and that's going to clear it and let them start capturing it. As we see Lust again in that forward position, now in a good position to prevent Rogue members from getting in here. They have a long run to make from this spawn point. Here they come. Let's see the lineup for Apex. Very well spread out here, ready to lock down these lanes. As Lust goes down, as King Henry goes down to Lust, Astreus is wondering which route should he take. Professor Xavier is also exposed there to 9 Ninja. Now we see Professor X and Astreus forced through this bottleneck. And they are having to take shots from all sides as Lust is able to take down Astreus from the side there. Professor Xavier finally trying to peek out, but then gets taken down by Third Wishes. And that is all of the Rogue members sent back to spawn right there. And so that's going to let Apex take that point very quickly. Look at those scores right there. Rainbow Dash on top for Apex now with that capture. Third Wishes with the kills, 10 and 6. Mad Dog the Dog at 12 and 6. And Apex are going to continue to expand their lead. Zeus getting a grenade and a kill there. But we've got 2 more members of Apex here at the bottom. It's Rainbow Dash and it's 9 Ninja. 9 Ninja gets taken down by a grenade from Astreus. Rainbow Dash all by himself now, but able to still prevent the approach from Astreus. Frags coming in from Rogue side, but that's not enough. You can see the back and forth here between King Henry and Rainbow Dash, but Mad Dog the Dog was there to save his teammate. Great coverage there by Mad Dog the Dog, and they are rotating out of there. Where is the next position going to be? I think it's going to be that cave. Where am I going? I'm sure somebody from Apex is already there. No, they are not. What about Rogue? Is anybody from Rogue here? Yes! Zeus and Professor Xavier all already here. What? They just killed themselves because it's the other one. It went back to... Oh no! It went back to the cabins. And so Zeus and Professor Xavier decided instead of running for the entire game all the way back to that other point to kill themselves, to respawn, and Rhythm did exactly the same thing. And we can see Rainbow Dash now going into the point there for Apex. Here's Mad Dog the Dog. He's pretty far away as well. Coming up from spawn. But you can see there. Third Wishes. Rainbow Dash. Mad Dog the Dog. All over this point now. Professor Xavier has a tough approach ahead of him. And Professor Xavier engaging there with Mad Dog the Dog, but is going to be called out here pretty soon. I can hear footsteps around. What's going to happen here? 9 Ninja did not know that Professor Xavier was there. So that's going to allow Rogue to take over this point. There's Rainbow Dash from above. He's going to see Professor Xavier. He's going to try to shoot him down. He's going to come in, and Rainbow Dash with the frag is going to take him down. Wonderfully placed frag there right on the front of the building. And this is a nice little contest against a nice fight going on against this point. But there is a huge lead right now for Apex, 88 to 17. And 2 more tags are just going to be collected now for Apex. Third Wish is taking down King Henry with a frag grenade of his own. And this point is clear right now. Someone is there. It's 9 Ninja for Apex that is going to capture this point. Rainbow Dash is there to reinforce, so 9 Ninja is going to move forward. And we can see 9 Ninja, the lanes that he can watch here, along with Third Wishes. Let's follow Third Wishes as he pushes forward. Third Wishes, F5, yes. There he is. Trying to see that approach there. A lot of frags coming in for Rogue. Meanwhile, it is almost 70% capture for Apex. King Henry able to take down Third Wishes and make his approach. Can he do anything more with this advantage that he has here? Captured. And King Henry does take down Rainbow Dash. He could come in here and neutralize this, along with Professor Xavier. Mad Dog the Dog up in the loft. Lust from the side. Where? Mad Dog the Dog does take down King Henry as well. Rhythm takes down Mad Dog the Dog. Where's Rhythm? Rhythm on the point, neutralizing it. And that's going to stop it at 8 tickets left here for Rogue. Rainbow Dash on top for Apex, 11 and 7. Third Wishes, 14 and 9. And Lust, 15 and 8. Mad Dog the Dog, top killer, 16 and 9. As we see, these two players are trying to shoot each other through the wall, but it's not happening. Rhythm versus somebody. It was 9 Ninja. I hear other footsteps around. Who is out here? Third Wish is there. Mad Dog the Dog was there. And where is the next point going to be? It's already being captured. What am I talking about? It is the satellite. I was getting distracted there by the action. Third Wishes is making his approach here against King Henry, but he takes him down. And it's going to start neutralizing this and capturing it for Apex. He is not being reinforced yet, so this is open to be retaken by Rogue. If Rhythm can get a frag grenade in there, can he do it? It did look like he was throwing something. No. There's Third Wishes. Third Wishes versus Rhythm in a second. And Rhythm wins that engagement. Who is Rhythm going to find here? As more frags come in for Rogue, Rhythm caught into somebody there. And it's a trade between 9 Ninja and Rhythm. And Lust is able to take down Professor X from somewhere. Again, Lust, he is sneaky. Where is he? What in the world? Lust, apparently the long shooter for Apex here. Finding some good angles. Zeus finally makes it through there. Now with the neutralize, but there's 4 tickets left for Rogue here. 3 left. Is it gonna make it? Is it gonna make it? And the neutralize stops it, but then there was a tag collected, and that's gonna end the round there. Look at those kills. And so Apex are gonna take this first round. There you have it, folks. So, for that first round, we saw Apex. What is happening? Is that still the alerts from that waterfall of gift subs that we got from? I think it is. I think the alerts are still coming. All right. Wow. Apex, strong. Apex, coordinated. Smooth transitions from point to point. Good control of the map. And you saw they won that by a wide margin. But I'm making sure I'm not getting any weird, like, ghost alerts. What is happening? All right, y'all. Let's see what happens, because now they're going to switch spawns. Okay, so now Apex are going to be on the lower spawn. They're going to be fighting those uphill battles. We're going to see how that works out. Apex 1. Studio mode. I gotta change these names around. I got too busy talking. I don't know where those alerts are coming from. Let's get in the action. Here we go. Why is it so silent? Let's hear those bullets. Let's hear those shots. Where are we? And our first point of this round 2 on Arctic is going to be back at that village. Why am I not moving fast? There we go. Let's get over there. Now we have Apex on team 2, and Apex was on this point. And here comes Rogue. Oh, I'm sorry. I had it backwards. Apex was already on the lower point last round. And here's Rogue now to try and neutralize his point. Estrellas here. Trying to find a good angle to prevent anybody from Apex getting onto this point. You can see him looking underneath the cabin here. Trying to find a little sneaky angle. Trying to find a way to engage at distance. The dog finds him, but then Estrellas is able to turn and get the headshot. But eventually it was Third Wishes who finishes him off. As his position was called out, but Rainbow Dash is going to be here pretty soon. there is King Henry getting taken down by Lust. Lust again, shooting from somewhere. I do not know where he is. Where are you, Lust? Managing to be in the right place at the right time. He sees Astreus there. Is he able to take him down? He's going to go for the sneaky maneuver here. Look at this angle he's taking. From cover. Where in the world are we going? I didn't even know you can get down there. And you can see Rhythm above him. Mad Dog to Dog getting a double kill with the frag. Now Lust sneaking his way around behind enemy lines. He's going to see Astreus. Yes, he does. And off he moves. Looking forward towards their spawn. Doesn't see anybody there. What is going on the point? Third Witch is coming down out of spawn. He's going to see Rhythm. Rhythm gets Rainbow Dash. And Lust now moving back towards Rhythm. Is it going to be a 1v1 here? Lust, Rhythm knows his footsteps behind him and is able to take down Lust there. Here comes all of Rogue now to take over this point. There is no one from Apex here right now. King Henry takes down Third Wishes, so now it is Rogue taking advantage of that long spawn time and the long run to the point from spawn. Here comes Mad Dog the Dog. Let's see if there's any positioning here. King Henry with a beautifully placed frag is going to take down Mad Dog the Dog and stop him short. Here comes 9 Ninja though. And King Henry's going to take down 9 Ninja. Rainbow Dash, however, has other things to say to King Henry, and he's going to lob some frag grenades of his own onto the point. Over the hill it goes. But if it explodes a little too early there to stop that capture. And so Rogue are going to capture the point. This is the first capture of the game for Rogue. First or second? Maybe the second. Superior West, how you doing out there? And we see that is a capture there. And we can see Rogue here moving out to rotate. Professor Xavier moving a little bit wider. Zeus moving into the middle road towards the big dish. And we also see members of Apex doing exactly the same thing. There's Mad Dog the Dog at the big dish. King Henry is also there at the lower platform. They have all but forgotten about that point and are now jockeying for map position, as they should be on this map, because Arctic, as you can see, is so big. This map positioning is going to be so important right now to catch that next point and keep the momentum in your favor. Right now, Rogue have the lead, but this could flip and the momentum could swing pretty easily into Apex's favor if they get the map control. There's Professor Xavier facing off against Mad Dog the Dog, the two teammates, former teammates, killing each other in a trade. Rainbow Dash here versus Zeus. Zeus knows that somebody might be hiding around here, and Rainbow Dash is exactly that person. You can see him hiding in that corner. Frag's going out, trying to get him out of his hiding spot. It's not happening, so there's a bit of a stalemate going on here. Meanwhile, the key point is being captured by Rogue. No, by Apex, excuse me. We've got 9 Ninja on the point. We've got Mad Dog the Dog on the point. And so that's going to put some pressure on Rogue here to get up this hill. And there's Professor Xavier doing exactly that. 9 Ninja is watching the door. Nicely played there by Professor Xavier to win that engagement. And he's got another person to take care of. But Mad Dog the Dog was taken down by Astreus. And so now Professor Xavier is here to capture this point along with Rhythm for Rogue. Meanwhile, Lust getting the long shots on the long shooter himself. Where is Lust? I want to see where Lust is hanging out. Lust got taken down by King Henry, though. And now Rogue doing a very good job of keeping this point here. He's going to allow Rhythm to go forward a little bit. But that got him exposed to the 3 advancing members of Apex, and now they can try and prevent this capture from going. Professor Xavier is all by himself here. He takes down Rainbow Dash. Can he take down the rest? That's a big ask as Mad Dog the Dog takes him down. And now starts to neutralize this down for Apex. 9 Ninja and Mad Dog the Dog here together. The trade between Zeus and 9 Ninja. But Mad Dog the Dog is left here to continue the capture, and that's going to continue to put pressure on Rogue to get up this... yes, for Rogue to get up this hill and try and take this position back. You can see that the long distances they're going to have to run here. Professor Xavier getting shot from way above. Took a lot of damage there. Having to drop down and take the even longer route. As we can see, Apex are in control here, but Mad Dog the Dog taking some long shots there from Zeus. 72% capture for Apex. That's one member of Apex down. There's one more left. Third Wishes and Professor Xavier trade. And that's going to let King Henry come in here and stop the capture he's contesting. There's Mad Dog the Dog. Can Zeus get here in time? Zeus needs to get here and help his friend King Henry. So here comes Zeus. And he does it. 3 members of Rogue now on this point. Astreus going to advance. Ooh, Astreus almost died to that grenade. We're hearing a lot of footsteps around here. And that is all of the members of Apex that are about to round this corner. Rainbow Dash gets taken down here by the hiding Astreus. Can he also get another member? Yes. Not quite. He's going to have somebody coming from behind him here. Double kill by Professor Xavier. That leaves 3 members of Apex alive here. Mad Dog the Dog doing work. There is one more member of Rogue on the point. King Henry is all alone. And then Lust and Mad Dog the Dog are going to come here and clear that out. Very intense back and forth here on this point right now. Let's watch Lust as he looks down this long sideline. He almost catches. Yes, he does catch Rhythm and they trade. King Henry going the bottom route. Professor Xavier going up the hill on the left. And this is being captured now by Apex. 50% by Mad Dog the Dog here. King Henry going for the long flank. There's that frag. Is it going to make it? Nope, it hit the dish. But in comes Professor Xavier to face off with Mad Dog the Dog. And it's the grenade from Zeus that's going to win that engagement. 9ninja, however, came in here to stop Mad Dog the Dog. And now it is Rogue all over this point. There's King Henry versus Rainbow Dash. King Henry versus 9ninja. 9ninja is going to take down Rhythm, and Lust is going to take down King Henry. I'm sorry, there's King Henry. And so it is Apex that wins this point so far. There's been a back and forth now. This is a tough battle for Rogue, and they are maintaining it. Will it be for Apex to continue the fight and finally win it? Let's see. Grenades going back and forth. Apex is still all over this point. Professor Xavier gonna rush this point right here. He's injured. But his Third Wishes, who got him from behind. Was he up on this container? Nope. And Astreus now from the right side, but it's going to be a capture here for Apex. So right now, Rogue needs to neutralize this right now because they are losing. They're going to lose their lead if they don't. And there's Astreus sneaking in here. He's going to try to neutralize it. Can Mad Dog the Dog stop him? Yes, he stops him with a headshot. There it is. And so Apex are going to keep this point and whittle away the lead of Rogue. It's going to take them a long time to get up that hill to try to neutralize it. So they might be now thinking to themselves to, instead of go after that point, instead of trying to maintain their lead that way, to again jockey for map position. Zeus is going for the cave. Astreus is also going for the cave. We've got King Henry here going up this route between the containers. Is he going to try to get a pick here? He might be able to get a pick. He saw somebody jump behind that box there. He's going slowly, but Lust surprises him. King Henry knew he was going after somebody, but Lust was a little bit too tricky there. Came out and surprised him with the headshot. And so where is that next point going to be? It is not the cave. It is this point right here. And so who's in position right now? It's Apex that's in position to keep this point. Rhythm going for ammunition and taken by surprise by 9ninja. So Apex all over this point. Who's going to be out here on the other platform? Never platform. Nobody that I can see, but that was a great frag there by Astreus onto the point. But there is still somebody from Apex on that point, countering it up. You can see Lust here in the forward position. It is 9ninja on the point there for Apex. And the trade between 9ninja and Astreus is going to stop that capture. Mad Dog the Dog circling back around. Professor Xavier for Rogue trying to get in there, but a frag from Mad Dog the Dog takes him down. Mad Dog the Dog projecting his lethal force with his arm into the point, preventing anybody from getting in there. And there you see Mad Dog preventing Zeus from taking the lower route as well. So now Rainbow Dash is going to join the party. And Rhythm is here to take on Rainbow Dash, but Rainbow Dash is going to win that with the headshot and continue to capture here for the Apex. Now let's see what Professor Xavier's opinion about this is going to be. It's going to be a shot to 9ninja, but he was taking shots in the back from somebody here. It's Lust coming around. And Lust is going to win that engagement and continue the capture here for Apex. Frags coming in again from Mad Dog the Dog from above. Lust deciding to leave the point because it was getting a little too hot there. And we can see the approach by 3 members of Apex onto the point with Rhythm all by his lonesome. This is a difficult approach here for Rhythm from below against 4 members of Apex. But Rhythm was able to take down Third Wishes there. He's below everybody right now. Mad Dog able to figure out where he was going to come from and get that kill himself. And there is the capture there for Apex. Professor Xavier on top for Rogue, 15-14. But Mad Dog the Dog, 23-12 for Apex right now. Doing the work, doing the killing. There's going to be a sneaky newt here by somebody for Rogue. But will it be allowed to happen? You can see those guys wiggling back and forth. 9ninja and Rainbow Dash wiggling back and forth there. Zeus got spotted. You can see Rainbow Dash doing a little bit of hunting there. The grenade from Rhythm is going to take down Zeus, but it's going to be a trade between Zeus and 9ninja. So this point is going to stay for Apex for now, and the momentum is swinging in Apex's favor. Are they moving out to take map control? I think they have gone to the cave. Let's see if anybody's in the cave. Here's 9ninja. Yep, here we are with Third Wishes. Here is Lust making his rounds. No, he's coming out of spawn. That's what he's doing. Mad Dog the Dog making his way into the cave. So everybody from Apex is thinking this is going to be the next point. Or is it true? Is it true? Are they correct? I think they're wrong. Yes, they're wrong again. There go the suicides. This is the second time we all got faked out. And this point went back to the village instead of the cave, where we thought it was going to be. Well, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little distracted here. Let's get back onto the point. Where is that happening? Zeus way out of position there, but able to take down 9ninja. And here we go. Professor Xavier on the point. All right, y'all, I'm gonna need y'all in chat to simmer down a little bit, all right? Simmer down now. Simmer down now, please. Here we go. Professor Xavier on this point. He's capturing it. He's all by himself. What is going on? This is going to be a quick and easy capture here for Rogue. Here comes 9ninja, but no, he was denied. And Rogue is going to keep this point right here, and they might be able to take back the momentum. Look at those kills. Mad Dog the Dog, 25-13. Professor Xavier, 15-15 for Rogue. Rhythm, 17-17. Astreus, 15-15. And now, Rogue clawing back their points here by capturing this point. It seemed like they were able to prevent Apex from getting here for most of that time, and so that was a pretty easy capture there. But now Apex is here to neutralize it, and they are doing exactly that. Rainbow Dash gets taken down, but Mad Dog the Dog is still there to continue the neutralize, and that's going to stop it right there. So Apex maintains their lead. Are they going to maintain map control though? As Professor Xavier moves on out, there is King Henry moving towards the middle for Rogue. The point is the cave now. And Third Wishes is there. I did see a red tag coming this way from the right there, so I don't know if Third Wish is going to see him. Yes, he does see Rhythm. Great intuition there by Third Wishes, knowing that someone was going to be coming from that side. Frag out. And another frag out. But it's King Henry that takes down Third Wishes, and a frag from 9 Ninja takes down King Henry. But that's going to leave Rhythm to come in here and start capturing this point in a good covered position. Can he see members of Apex coming through that door? Frag goes out there, almost takes down 9 Ninja. What I'm interesting to see is that we have not yet seen any smoke grenades being used in this match. 9 Ninja and Lust coming in here to hunt down the capture, point capture. But Rhythm got here just in time. No, Rhythm got Lust now, but 9 Ninja's going to hunt him down. No, Rhythm's going to take him down with a headshot. So Rhythm, holding this point down on his own, is going to maybe capture this for Rogue. Rainbow Dash coming here from the side. No, Rainbow Dash with the long flank. Able to catch Rhythm off guard there. And prevent the capture. And it is Mad Dog the Dog who's going to rush into this point and start to neutralize it for Apex. Let's follow Professor Xavier for Rogue. He's far away. Let's follow King Henry. He's kind of right there in the entrance. Thinking, is he going to advance on his own? Yes, he's got to push through there. He's got to stop that capture. Can he see Mad Dog the Dog there? It's right. Yes, he gets the headshot. That's going to cause Rainbow Dash to come out of cover and start to try and shoot him. Rainbow Dash knows where King Henry is. He's calling him out. And that's going to allow Third Wishes to come in here and take him down. But Zeus takes down Rainbow Dash with his own flank. And in comes Professor Xavier to start capturing this for Rogue. And the fight across the cave has started. Professor Xavier versus 9 Ninja and Lust. But Rhythm from behind is able to take down... No, it's Zeus that takes down 9 Ninja. Great coordination by Rogue there to start to prevent the advance from Apex into this point. And now this point is crawling with Rogue, as we have Astreus on the point as well. So 3 team members are going to get this going pretty quickly. Where are the members of Apex? They are far away. Far away. Very far away. Indeed. And so that is going to be a capture for Rogue. So Rogue is now in this, and they might be able to keep the momentum going. Mad Dog the Dog 27 and 15, 9 Ninja 18 and 17, Lust 20 and 15. But for Rogue, we've got Professor X on top with 16 and 18, but he is on top with points, and he is certainly doing the work of capturing that point right now, and that could very well win his team this match. And here comes Mad Dog the Dog for Apex. He tries to fight his way through there. Zeus with a knife kill on Rainbow Dash. And this is going to be a capture here for Apex for the most part. If Rogue starts neutralizing it, it's going to be too late to stop it from transmitting all of its tickets. Let's see if there's anybody getting here control in the middle. It is Astreus who is out here ready to take control of the middle. Was that a frag grenade? No, that was a piece of snow. Yep, that was a frag grenade he threw out there. He is going to be taking on 3 members of Apex here real quick. Here comes the first one. It's Third Wishes. And it's a trade between a Third Wishes and Astreus. And so that's going to allow his 2 team members now to take control of that middle point. Meanwhile, King Henry's going to be looping around the back. Can he take Mad Dog the Dog by surprise? No, Mad Dog the Dog's going to get that headshot. But he almost went down to King Henry there. But we see now Apex taking control of the middle of the map. And they are in position to start taking this point very quickly. And they need to capture it as soon as possible because they do not want Rogue to maintain their momentum right now. Here comes Zeus and Professor Xavier. Zeus gets taken down by Rainbow Dash. Professor Xavier might meet the same fate. Let's see. No, he finishes Rainbow Dash, but he took a lot of bullets there. I'm pretty sure there's a member of Apex around here somewhere. I could be wrong. I am wrong. There's no one from Apex on this point right now. And it is Professor Xavier all alone capturing this point now for Rogue. They are taking a small lead, 27 to 24. If they capture this point, they could very well win this round right here. Brad going out for Astreus to warm up Professor Xavier in this cold weather. All the frags now coming in for Apex. Not landing, though. And that is almost a capture. Now the fight. The big fight here, Apex versus Rogue. It is Apex that won that round, that fight, excuse me, and they're going to neutralize this down. That was a very close moment there. It was 93% captured for Rogue. And Lust is going to take down King Henry as he tried to get onto that point. Mad Dog the Dog here with Lust and Third Wishes. Now moving out to prevent the advance from Rogue. They don't want anybody from Rogue even getting close to the point right now. They don't want them to be sniffing that point. Here comes Professor Xavier. He's got to deal with Lust and Mad Dog the Dog. And Zeus from way down here is able to take down Mad Dog the Dog. Professor XX loading up on some ammunition, but that left him off guard there. Rainbow Dash is able to take him down. A frag from Zeus. Is it going to land? No, it does not. 90% captured now for Apex. Here comes another big battle here between Zeus. It's a capture for Apex. Rogue needs to neutralize this as soon as possible right now. Zeus needs to stay alive. He does not want to go off and pick fights. He wants to hide. Yes, he's running around. Can he stay alive long enough? No. Here comes King Henry. Can he finish it off? No, yes. Okay, so it's not over yet. It's not over yet. 32 and 18 for Mad Dog the Dog. 26 and 17 for Lust. And Rogue are collecting some tags here, so they are needing to take advantage of these tags that they can collect. They need to collect as many tags as possible, not give up as many tags as they can, and capture that next point. Where is that next point going to be? Here it is right here. Apex from above, Rogue from below. King Henry already down there in the trench. He's capturing it. Is that going to be enough time before 9 Ninja gets here? Can Zeus buy his teammate some time? The frag from Mad Dog the Dog is not gonna land, but there are now a lot of teammates from Apex converging on this point, and Third Wish is gonna get that frag kill finally. 9 Ninja coming in. Zeus gonna get the flank, but Third Wish is alive as well. Rhythm with the frag is gonna stop Third Wishes there, and so it's gonna be Rhythm and Zeus right now on this point for Rogue. The frag from Rainbow Dash lands right on top of Rhythm. Zeus is still alive here, collecting tags. Here comes Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash able to take down Professor Xavier, but Zeus is still here. Somewhere, Rainbow Dash decided to go below. There's a lot of action happening above him right now. And there's Zeus right there. Rainbow Dash able to find him. And also get King Henry in a beautiful double kill right there. Where is that frag? Is it friendly? Is it not? He doesn't. He's getting the hell out of there. And Rainbow Dash continuing to do damage. As Lust clears out the perimeter for his teammate here. And Rainbow Dash is jittery. He is excited. He wants to capture this point right now and end this round. It is 11 to 19 right now for Apex. Meanwhile, Professor Xavier going from below. Mad Dog the Dog is ready and to watch that approach. And looks like this is going to be a capture here for Apex right now. And that is going to, if they keep it, win them this round. Zeus making the approach. 8 tickets left here. There's not a lot of time on this clock. And Zeus gets taken down by Third Wishes, and that's going to, I think, clinch it here for Apex. 4 tickets now for Rogue. 3, 2, and there are those scores right there. Mad Dog the Dog, 33 and 21. Lust, 33 and 20. Top killer for Rogue that round was Rhythm at 25 and 16. And that is another victory for Apex. And my music has stopped. There we go. Wow. That was a close one. That was a very close one. But in the end, it was Apex who took that victory. Let me just add that score there for Apex. Well played by Rogue and well played by Apex. That was an incredibly close match there on Arctic. I honestly thought Rogue was going to take it for a moment there. They were getting some really nice momentum. All right. So now what's happening? Now we're going to lumber. Lumber is a very different dynamic. A very different map. Much smaller. There's a couple of long sight lines on lumber. But it's going to be very interesting to see how things change here for Rogue. If they're able to turn things around and try to get a win on one of these rounds on lumber. We see some predictions in chat. People are saying 2-2. So you're saying that Rogue is going to come back. I have seen Rogue do some damage here. I've seen Astreus get up on that cliff and do some real damage with that SKS. But Lust, I have not seen Lust before. I did see Lust doing some really nice long shots in Arctic. We might see Lust doing the exact same thing on lumber here. We might see him shoot down from that shack all the way down the road into lumber. We might see him shoot across from that ledge. We might see all of those long sight lines that we know someone like Astreus can take advantage of, being equally taken advantage of by Lust. But we shall see. I'm just making sure what is up with these pings. I'm getting pings left and right. Oh, nice. Superior West has taken straight SKS versus Bazookas. That's awesome. All right. Let's see if that lobby is up here. They should have switched maps pretty quickly. I'm not seeing it right now. I'm not seeing any member of either team. All right, so we gotta wait for it. Let me make sure I'm getting any weird messages here. I'm getting pings. Just want to make sure they're not the... Okay, they are starting soon. All right, this is exciting, folks. That was a really close match there on Arctic. I am excited to see Rogue coming out swinging this next round on lumber. Still no lobby up for this match. I'm hoping there are no technical difficulties being had by anybody. And so they might be swapping some roster around. We shall see who's going to be playing for Apex and who's going to be playing for Rogue. Clearing out alerts here. 9Ninja says, what a sweat fest. 9Ninja, this is VREL. You know what you've gotten yourself into. This is the sweatiest of the sweat fests around. All right, let's see that lobby. I want to see that lobby. Still no lobby up. I don't know what's happening here. Yes, yes, yes. There it is. Let's get into it. Where are my... Yes. There we go. Okay, let me just make sure I have the team names correct here. I'm pretty sure they should not have switched teams. Yeah, we've got Apex on the right. Rogue on the left. And here we go, folks. The First point of this match is going to be in that White House. Here we go. What is happening here? We are seeing Apex taking this point. And we see Rainbow Dash coming in and going to prevent King Henry from getting out of spawn. We can see the spawn right there for Rogue right here. And we can see how Rainbow Dash was perfectly positioned there. As Professor Xavier now tries to push out of this maze position. Let's follow him. Out goes the frag over the fence into the house. He is able to get Rainbow Dash off that point. But Mad Dog the dog, watching that long sightline, was able to stop him. But there's Kazaa. It's Kazaa! So for Apex now, we've got Kazaa in the game. Meanwhile, Rogue is running the same roster as last round, excuse me. And Apex is going to be taking this point really quickly here. We got nobody on the ledge. Rhythm trying to shoot over the wall, but that's not going to stop the point from getting captured. Rhythm and Third Wishes. The refrag. Here comes Professor Xavier taking down Third Wishes. But there is no one here for Apex. Oh, Rainbow Dash trying to get through the door, but Professor Xavier putting a stop to that. And Professor Xavier trying to find a safe corner in here to do the neutralize, and he is able to. Is he going to be able to continue this neutralization? Yes, he does, and he gets the hell out of there. And shoots his way out, too, taking down Kazaa as he goes. I hear the shooting happening. Where's the next one going to be? We can see members of Apex already ready down here in Lumber. Thinking it's going to be this point, but it's not. It's going to be the upper point right there, and we can see Rogue already there. Zeus, King Henry, and Astreus making their way there. Astreus making his way to his signature point here. Does he have his SPS? Whoa, I've gone too far. Whoa, boy. No, he is running the CZ, I think. And it is Third Wishes that's going to take Astreus off of that point from his own perch. But King Henry with the refrag is going to continue to capture the point from the position he killed Third Wishes at. And here comes Rainbow Dash. King Henry not able to hide from Rainbow Dash there through this sight line here. And now Rainbow Dash is going to come onto this point for Apex. Frags coming in for Rogue to prevent that. Professor Xavier does exactly that. And here come Rhythm and Professor Xavier to start capturing this point for Rogue. We see this fierce battle here going out between Kazaa and Professor Xavier. Rhythm is also here. Kazaa going for the neutralize. Mad Dog the dog coming around and supporting and able to take down Rhythm. Meanwhile, King Henry coming up from the middle road. Is he going to be able to take down Kazaa? No, it's Lust that's going to stop that from happening. Great coverage right now from Apex, covering all angles. All the members of Apex being covered from a teammate. And Mad Dog the dog here now in the forward position, going to harass anybody from Rogue who's coming out of spawn here. And here come two of those members to oblige him. Professor Xavier does not know who is here. Mad Dog the dog also does not know that Professor Xavier is there. They're able to turn around and take down Professor Xavier and Astreus. Is he going to get Zeus as well? No, Zeus is going to take him down. And so Rhythm and Zeus are going to be able to advance here. But this might be enough time here for the capture. No, the frag from Zeus is going to stop it. And Zeus and Rhythm finally going to come through here, clear the point out, and retake it. As we see Kazaa at the bottom there getting taken down by Astreus. Astreus also taking down Third Wishes. Now Rogue exerting a little bit of pressure here. Where is Astreus doing that from? Where are you, Astreus? Let's find Astreus. He's in the White House. Now on ground level. Ooh, he's taking shots. King Henry there to help him out though, taking down Mad Dog the dog. And more shots coming in on Astreus. Where is that coming from? Astreus is wondering himself as well. Looks like it's from this middle road here as Mad Dog the dog is shooting through the window of that White House. King Henry taking down Third Wishes. Let's see what Mad Dog the dog is looking at. He is hunting. He is hunting his former teammate, but meanwhile, that is causing that capture to go for Rogue right now. And you can see now the scores. Professor Xavier 6-6. Mad Dog the dog 8-4. And it is absolute chaos on this road to the point here. As Professor Xavier takes taken down by Mad Dog the dog with that beautiful headshot as Professor Xavier was trying to jump across the road. Mad Dog the dog here with his teammate to the neutralize. Can they do it? Kaza, Rainbow Dash, Mad Dog the Dog, all here neutralizing this point very quickly. As now it is the race down to the bottom of this map through the middle road. Lust is already there. Can he get into position? Rintham and Professor Xavier are on the point. Lust trying to get some shots onto the point himself. Let's follow Lust's approach here. Frag out. Professor Xavier knows he's there. Frag does take down Professor Xavier. But Rintham is there to finish the job and leave this point open. That was 2 members of Apex that just went down. Is there going to be a third coming down? There's Mad Dog and Rainbow Dash coming here from the side. Rintham is alone, trying to buy some time with those frags. The double kill from Rintham! That was like half-court 3-point shot. Somebody clip that, please. That was a beautiful throw from Rintham to get that double kill with the frag grenade. Bubba, to answer your question, the delay that I have right now is 30 seconds. Rintham still holding this point. That is the 3rd kill for Rintham while defending this point and capturing it. Meanwhile, finally, Professor Xavier is here to reinforce and gets taken down by Kaza. Can Kaza stop this capture? Rintham is doing it all by himself. Down goes Kaza. And the trade between Third Wishes finally rounds out that 4-kill streak for Rintham. Or that was a 5-kill streak, excuse me, for Rintham, as he took that point. And he kept it. But now looks like Mad Dog the Dog is going to come in here for the neutralize. It is quiet now. And that is going to be... No! No! A frag from Professor Xavier is going to stop it, but Rainbow Dash is still there. And so that is going to be a neutralize there for Apex. Look at that score right now. It is 82-78 for Rogue. It is still a very close game right now. 9-10 for Professor Xavier on top. Estrellas, top killer for Rogue, 11-9. Mad Dog the Dog, top killer for Apex, 12-7. Lust at 11-8. And we are going back to that first point, which is that middle house, and Kaza is there for Apex. He's gonna get in there. There's somebody for Rogue. No, that's Third Wishes. Rintham getting that frag on Kaza. Meanwhile, King Henry from that position over the wall, able to take down Third Wishes from the point. As we saw the members of Rogue run through the field of fire and sneak their way into that house. So now Lust and Third Wishes and the rest of Apex must push their way into there. Here comes Mad Dog the Dog. Let's follow Mad Dog the Dog as he pushes. No, he gets taken down by Rintham. Let's follow Lust. No, Lust gets taken down. There's only 2 members of Apex left over now. Third Wishes takes down Estrellas with that spray, but Zeus is able to take down his Third Wishes with the grenade. And that's going to leave that point being captured now for Apex. Is this going to be for Apex? Rogue takes the point. Now Apex needs to get in here and do the neutralize. As we see, now this point is continuing here for Rogue. Apex trying to find a way in. Zeus is trying to take down Third Wishes, but Third Wishes is able to fight his way through. And there it is now. 80-68 for Rogue. Rogue expanding their lead just a little bit here up with that new point. And we see the fight for the next point is on, and Apex is all over it right now. So Rogue needs to push their way out of spawn. Here come Estrellas and Rintham. Estrellas starting things off with a frag. Rintham getting the headshot on Kaza. Now Rainbow Dash all alone, and Rainbow Dash gets taken down by Rintham, and Mad Dog the Dog is coming in here to take on these 3 members of Rogue. Can he do it? Rintham does not take him down. Now Zeus has to do it. Mad Dog backing off a little bit, trying to get a better angle on whoever's going to come out of this corner. And he is able to take down Professor Xavier. Mad Dog was holding down this corner for himself, and Zeus is able to end that, but that's going to buy some time for the rest of Apex to come around this corner here and now contest the point against Zeus. And Rainbow Dash does exactly that and starts to capture the point as Third Wishes is running up that hill. Hulk Smasher is saying Rogue is fighting. Yes, they are. You know it. They do not want to be losing this match and this round. And so Professor Xavier gets third wishes with a frag grenade, but that leaves two members of Apex still on this point. Can Professor Xavier push them both off? Rainbow Dash getting into position to get the refrag if Professor Xavier was able to take down Lust, but Lust was able to take him down there. So good foresight there by Rainbow Dash. Luckily not needed. And here come the rest of Rogue to try and push this point. Zeus here versus Rainbow Dash. There's Rainbow Dash there, but able to get... But it was third wishes from across the map on the road that takes down both of those guys. But Rainbow Dash was here. He got taken down by somebody. I missed it. So Rintham stopping the capture at 95 points. No, here's third wishes. Third wishes huffed it up that hill, got that grenade on the point, stopped the neutralize, and now we'll continue this capture for Apex. Third wishes going around and hoovering up those tags, making sure to get all the tickets he can. And here comes the push from Rogue again, as Zeus leads the charge, but there are two members of Apex here. Zeus is going to meet up with Rainbow Dash in a second. Head to head, it is Rainbow Dash that takes him down. Here comes King Henry from behind. It is third wishes. And Astreus from the other angle is able to take down both Rainbow Dash and Rintham takes down. Rintham takes down third wishes. And so they are going to neutralize this point. Meanwhile, it is a tied game. 65-65, and the grenade from Mad Dog takes down Astreus, but not able to stop Rintham doing the neutralize. And now this is still anybody's game right now as we go down to Lumber. And the fight is already on as King Henry was there, but the rest of Apex were already rotating. And so Apex are going to overrun this point and take down King Henry. Lust there in the forward position. Third wishes watching the other angle for that approach. This is going to be very difficult here for Professor Xavier. Third wishes already got a few shots. Frag goes out for Professor Xavier, forcing third wishes out of position. But third wishes with the headshot is able to hop around that corner and stop the advance for Professor Xavier there. And so Zal holding down the middle. A beautifully placed frag grenade from King Henry is going to take down Lust in this shack. And out comes King Henry. Is he going to be able to advance here? Can he see Kazaa? Yes, he does. Kazaa returning fire. King Henry surviving that. He's at about 50% health here. He's got to stop that advance of the capture. So he's going to try to get around the backside of this point from the ammo depot to the point. I saw that blue tag there. Who is it? It's Rainbow Dash. And Rainbow Dash all over this point along with Kazaa are going to prevent Rogue from stopping that capture. But here comes Professor Xavier again. But Rainbow Dash is going to stop Professor Xavier. Rintham is still there. Rainbow Dash just needs a little bit of time. Third wishes might buy him that time. There's the capture there for Apex. Now Apex trying to get that momentum. Mad Dog the Dog 24-13. Top killer for Rogue is Rintham at 19-14. And it looks like third wishes was able to take King Henry off and prevent him from advancing onto the point. This is going to buy a little bit more time here for this capture to go. And we can see Apex all over this point and all over the approaches. Lust there picking off Professor Xavier as he tried to get out of his spawn. And the rotate is happening. Look at that. All three members of Apex moving into the middle building here. Two objectives here. Get map control, but also get ready for that next point, which is going to be that middle house. There's King Henry. King Henry got in there, but Kazaa saw him. And here they are on this point here. As that point finishes in Lumber, now everyone is here ready to take this middle point. That was a beautiful rotate there by Apex. As Rintham trying to gain position here, but is at a disadvantage because Mad Dog the Dog is at that top point on the cliff with the Overwatch. With the high ground is what I'm trying to say. And Mad Dog now in a good position to prevent Professor Xavier and Zeus from getting out of spawn. He gets down Professor Xavier. And Zeus trying to go in for the head-to-head, but not able to take down Mad Dog the Dog. In the meantime, frags are going to take down people on the point. And so Mad Dog the Dog is going to have to leave his position and go and capture here. Estrellas was on the ledge, but Third Wishes with the long shot gets him in the face. And Apex are capturing this point now. Rogue still has some time to make a couple of approaches or a couple of attempts at recapturing this point. Here comes Professor Xavier to do exactly that. Shooting through the smoke, he gets Mad Dog the Dog, but not able to take down Rainbow Dash to continue his advance. And so Third Wishes and Rainbow Dash are on this point here for Apex. Meanwhile, the ledge is being occupied by King Henry and Estrellas. Henry and Estrellas trying to get shots across the map here. And that was a refrag. And Mad Dog the Dog able to take Estrellas off of his position, and that's going to allow Apex to continue this capture here. But here comes Professor Xavier and Rhythm. Here they come into the house to neutralize. Mad Dog the Dog making the push, but Rhythm able to get the refrag. Collecting those tags. This time here for Apex. Third Wishes from behind is able to take down Rhythm. But he neutralized it all the way down to 2%. So that's going to buy it some time for his Rogue members to get back in here and try another push. And the shots ring out. Estrellas back on his ledge position. Meanwhile, Lust is trying to take Estrellas out of that position, and he does that. Let's watch Lust as he pushes forward against King Henry, but King Henry is able to take him down. King Henry almost going down to that engagement. Let's see if King Henry is going to be able to take advantage of the high ground here. Lobbing a grenade through the door of the house. Is he able to get that kill? Yes, he does take down Kazaa. In the meantime, Apex has whittled away the ticket count of Rogue down to 27 tickets. That is a very bad place to be if you are Rogue. Because if this grinds on, if this back and forth continues, just by getting the kills and collecting those tickets, Apex can win this match. As we can see, Mad Dog the Dog 31 kills and Third Wishes 25 kills and Lust with 24 kills. That is very much a possibility. As we see King Henry go down to Lust. And Professor Xavier getting that refrag, preventing the ticket from being captured. But can Mad Dog the Dog catch him? There was that 1v1, but Rainbow Dash with the frag is able to take down Professor Xavier. Here comes Mad Dog the Dog taking down Rhythm and making his way onto that point. On he goes, capturing tickets, capturing the point. Out onto the ledge, but trying to take down Estrellas, but King Henry was there to shoot him in the face. In the meantime, Third Wishes was here in the window. And there you see Third Wishes also trying to shoot up against that ledge, but Lust is able to take Estrellas out of that position. And one more ticket to take down for Rogue. As Third Wishes collects that tag, and here comes Rhythm with the push with Professor Xavier. Rhythm going out the door to try to take somebody down. He takes down Mad Dog the Dog, but Rainbow Dash was there for the refrag. So Professor Xavier is exposed to Lust. A lot of free tags here for the collecting. 23 tickets left here for Rogue as Lust is sweeping through Rogue's friendly territory. And here come Rhythm and Professor Xavier for one more push for Rogue here. And Mad Dog the Dog getting a grenade deep into their territory. Professor Xavier returning the favor. As we see Professor Xavier shooting through the window here, trying to get shots through the house. And Third Wishes is able to take down Professor Xavier. Is he going to come in here and get that tag? Rainbow Dash is going to do it. That's 20 tickets now down for Rogue. So all Apex need to do now is capture a point and keep it. What is this fighting happening out here? Kazaa with Zeus able to prevent him from taking that long sideline. No one's on the ledge here for Rogue. And the point is clear. Nope, there's somebody for Rogue on the point. Is it Rhythm? No, it is Professor Xavier. He's taking some shots. And Rogue is now down to 19 tickets. as Mad Dog the Dog pushes through. Astreus takes down the Mad Dog the Dog from his position on the ledge, and that is going to prevent the capture again. Let's see if Kazaa can do anything here. He's waiting. He hears the footsteps. Out go the frags. Out goes Zeus. Down goes Zeus. Down goes King Henry. And down goes Kazaa. And down goes Rintham. And finally, Professor Xavier goes down as well. There are a lot of tags here. A lot of bodies to be collected. There goes Mad Dog the Dog doing the tag collection duty, taking down the ticket count for Rogue to 18. And Mad Dog the Dog might be able to capture this point, but Rogue has time for another push. Out for the frags. Mad Dog the Dog with a push there, but leaves him exposed to a frag from Professor Xavier. Rintham is moving into the point, as so does Third Wishes. Oh, Kazaa, excuse me. Here comes Rintham. Kazaa versus Rintham. It's a trade. Astreus and Third Wishes also trade. Look at that kill count right now. 31 and 25 for Rintham, 23 and 27 for Astreus. Meanwhile, Mad Dog the Dog, 36 and 24, 29 and 35 for Third Wishes, and Lust at 34 and 20. What we see right now is Apex maintaining their lead, but grinding down the ticket count for Rogue slowly but surely. And if this continues, I can assure you Apex are going to win this just by collecting those tickets. Here comes Lust. Not able to take down Professor Xavier because he had friends there. And my goodness, this is a grind for sure, as Astreus has finally found himself his comfortable position here on the ledge. And it looks like Rogue are going to take this point. Nope, Mad Dog is saying no. It is very possible. No, Apex is not letting that happen. I'm sorry. I was going to suggest that maybe Apex let Rogue capture this point and quickly neutralize it, but no. No. The fight will continue. And Rainbow Dash finally taking edge on King Henry and Astreus. Coming here and getting those tickets. There's 2 more tickets down here for Rogue. Getting the ticket count down to 10. And so, the grind continues. The meat grinder. Here comes Zeus. Kazaa takes down Zeus. Is he going to come and collect that tag? Maybe. Maybe not. Yes. There he goes. 1 more tag there. 9 tickets left for Rogue. Kazaa going into Rogue territory to get those tags. Look at him picking them up. 6 tags left here for Rogue. And just as I thought, Apex going for the kills, going for the tags. Gonna whittle this down here. There's Third Wishes on the top road, taking on Zeus. Lusk is gonna take down Rintham. And oh my goodness, the fatigue must be setting in for Rogue because push after push after push has been denied. And now the tickets are being collected again by Mad Dog and Rainbow Dash there. 3 tickets now left for Rogue. They are in a position where they can't even leave spawn because as they leave, they're going to be risking getting killed and giving the other team just 1 more ticket. And there are 2 left to be collected here, and this is going to the end of the round. Meanwhile, somebody for Apex is on the point. Here comes Zeus. 2 takedown Lust. No cap for you. And here comes Third Wishes. He almost got that last tag. But Zeus denied it. What's Kazaa gonna do? He's going for the knife kill. Can he do it? Yes, he does. And that's gonna end the round. Kazaa finally whipping out his blade and deciding to end this once and for all. My goodness. Oh, I missed it. I couldn't do the scores. They had a lot of kills. Everybody had a lot of kills because that round went forever. Oh my god. That just turned into a meat grinder. And as I predicted, the grind went on and it was going for Apex's favor because Apex was winning the kill count. And they just turned into a game of kill confirmed. Apex got the kills, collected the tags. Won the round. Woo! That was a long one. Excuse me. The Dance of Death with the Blade by Kaza. So that leaves now Apex at 3-0. And they are going to switch sides here. Wait. Ah, I put that wrong. There we go. There we go. They are switching sides. Apex has 3. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my goodness. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm just confusing myself here. There we go. There we go. Let's go to this scene, which is what I meant to do. And they are switching sides right now and starting this back up. Excuse me. I have been doing a lot of talking. Let's get into it. Yes? Are you gonna work? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Alright, everything looks good. Everything looks good. It is round 4 of this week 5 match of Season 2 Contractors VR here at VREL. I am Nutmeg, your caster. We are watching Apex and Rogue fight it out here on Lumber. Ah. Excuse me. And Rogue are all over this point already. And we are doing this basically a repeat of what we just had in the last round. Just with the spawns flipped. And Rogue are in force, taking this point. They are not wasting any time right now. Let's see what Apex is going to do as an approach. Here comes Kaza through the maze. A lot of frags getting thrown out into that maze right now. And Kaza is running through that blast, and Astreus takes him down from his long sight line. I don't know where he was. We can see here Rainbow Dash having to deal with Zeus. As a lot of kills just went down. A lot of Rogue just went down. But in the meantime, that point is still transmitting. And so Rogue starting out here with an early lead. Professor Xavier 4-3. Astreus 5-3. Astreus coming for blood right now. Excuse me. There was a neutralize. Who neutralized it? It was third wishes for Apex who stopped it. So, while Rogue is going to start with an early lead, it's going to be a small lead. And if they're going to keep this momentum up, they got to keep it up, get the next point, and they got to rotate there, and no one is doing it because there is a fight going on here off the point. Meanwhile, there's Astreus, but Astreus just got taken down by Lust. Lust shooting from where? I don't know. There he is on the ledge, see? We were all thinking that Astreus was going to be taking advantage of that ledge point, and now we see Lust, the long shooter. I don't know what you want to call him. The long distance shooter for Apex, doing exactly what we have seen Astreus do to other teams. Shooting all the way from that ledge down into Lumber and taking down Astreus, and there he gets another kill on Zeus as he was trying to get down that road. And that's going to leave Apex now to get onto this point, and Rainbow Dash is there collecting those tags, getting ready to... What is going on here? There we go. Oh, Rainbow Dash getting it up to 50% and leaving. Where are you going, Rainbow Dash? There we go. Shooting across here. It is Astreus versus Rainbow Dash. And Rainbow Dash switches that engagement, but almost dead. You see about a sliver of health left. But he's able to hide here, and the frag from Professor Xavier is going to finish the job. And here comes the push from Rogue. Professor Xavier goes down. King Henry trying to cross the field of fire. Takes a lot of damage, but doesn't make it across. Mad Dog the Dog takes him down as well, and Rintham now is going to wonder how his approach is going to be. Let's follow Rintham. Mad Dog the Dog took a bit of damage there as well. Now Mad Dog the Dog crossing the field of fire. And Rintham able to take down Lust. Mad Dog the Dog is still there. Returning fire is Mad Dog the Dog. Rintham pinned, but moving out now. And head-to-head against Mad Dog the Dog. It is Rintham that wins that engagement. And so Rintham gonna push all the way to spawn, from spawn to the point, but eventually gets taken down by Third Wishes, who himself gets refragged by Professor Xavier, who himself gets refragged by Rainbow Dash. And now Rainbow Dash trying to get shots through the woodpile here against King Henry as he advances. Deciding to push to pull off here. Rainbow Dash doing a bit of dance around the woodpile here, able to take down King Henry and capture this point for Apex. And there's Rainbow Dash on top for kills for Apex, 10 and 4. Meanwhile, Professor Xavier is on top for kills and points. I'm sorry, for points for Rogue, but Zeus has the kills, 7 and 6. But we can see now a couple of members of Apex here moving around the point. Kazaa and Rainbow Dash. Kazaa taking down Professor Xavier with a headshot. And Rintham trying to push his way through again. Kazaa's not exactly going to see him, but Rainbow Dash might. Rainbow Dash not there. And Rintham trying to find an approach here in cover because Mad Dog the Dog is looking across here. Just as Rintham gets out of cover, Rainbow Dash and both Rainbow Dash and Mad Dog the Dog were there to wait and shoot him. And they are going to now rotate to the next point. As we see, there are blue tags up at the top of this hill. Rogue is already anticipating that the next point is going to be that point, and they just got cleared out of there with a flurry of frags and shots by Third Wishes. And now comes the frag for Rogue, takes down Third Wishes from Zeus. The return favor. Somebody clip that, please. And another grenade from Rintham is going to take out Kazaa. That exploded right on his head. So Rintham doing a good job of clearing this point, but Rainbow Dash preventing his advance there. Let's follow Rainbow Dash as Rainbow Dash is doing some damage. But no, Zeus was able to see him and route him out of there. Meanwhile, Professor Xavier is clearing the point with his frag grenades. That's going to allow Rogue, King Henry, and Astreus, I think, to get up there. No, Astreus is dead. So it's King Henry. King Henry is dead from Mad Dog the Dog's frag grenade. Who is left here for Rogue? It is Professor Xavier. Here comes Rainbow Dash from the top road. Does he have time, though? 70% captured. No, 67% captured here for Rogue. Professor Xavier in some cover here. So Rainbow Dash saw him. That was a very unfortunate jump there for Professor Xavier, because as he jumped, he became exposed, and just as he was trying to get a view and shoot, so too was his head exposed and shot by Rainbow Dash. Well seen and well shot by Rainbow Dash with a huge and quick headshot on Professor Xavier. Is going to prevent that capture and now swing this back into Apex's favor. As Kazaa holds down the middle road, here comes the approach from Rogue. The frag from Professor Xavier is going to take down Rainbow Dash. Is Kazaa going to take his position? There's Mad Dog the Dog. And both Kazaa and Mad Dog the Dog are going to go down to Rintham, but Rintham was refragged by Third Wishes. And there's going to be a bit of a fight off the corner here in the middle. And Astreus is going to lose that fight, but King Henry is going to get the refrag with the frag grenade. Meanwhile, the point is clear. Here come the Rogue members out of spawn. King Henry trying to take down Kazaa, but that's going to leave Rainbow Dash to get into the point. He's going to have to contest here against Professor Xavier, and he does. Rintham coming up the middle road, but able to be taken down by Rainbow Dash after he takes down a member of Apex. And Rainbow Dash all alone is going to be capturing this point here for Apex. Does he have the time? I think he does, because we can see 4 members of Rogue coming out of spawn. Meanwhile, Estrellas just got sent back to spawn. So that's going to give a lot of time here for Rainbow Dash to get those if he can survive the frags. And he does. And that's going to be a capture for Apex. Rainbow Dash on top of points 16 and 6, but it is Kazaa with the kills, 20 and 8 for Apex right now. Meanwhile, Estrellas and Zeus are tied for kills, 10 and 12 and 10 and 13 for Rogue. And we can see Third Wishes here well positioned, and Lust as well well positioned, and Kazaa as well well positioned to prevent the approaches, but Estrellas getting those long shots. Meanwhile, Third Wishes here to harass, trying to pull back, but gets taken down by Zeus. Lust also there, and takes down Estrellas. So Rogue being forced to decide not to go for the neutralize, but instead for the rotate. As we can see them now rotating towards the middle position and down into Lumber, but Apex is already here to prevent that rotate down into Lumber. Professor Xavier is being surrounded. A grenade from King Henry and a shot from Estrellas helped Professor Xavier out there, and Professor Xavier was able to clear out the rest of those 3 members of Apex that were trying to take him down, but Mad Dog the Dog there was able to take him down. Mad Dog the Dog here at the house. Apex in the lead, 73 to 47 right now. And Mad Dog the Dog getting the hell out of dodge, getting into cover, and trying to regenerate his health a little bit. And now the long sideline, but there's a frag from Zeus, as Zeus knew that he was coming up there. He was called out by other members of Rogue. Lust with the long shots take down with them. Lust? Is Lust in that building? Is that Lust in the building? Can he take down Zeus? No, Rainbow Dash takes down Zeus, and that is Lust capturing the point right now for Apex, and he is all alone, as most of Rogue have been sent back to spawn, and you can see them popping in there and making their way back to this point. That's going to leave a lot of point time for this capture, and it is exactly what's going to happen. Apex are going to take that, and they are going to continue to expand their lead here, as the momentum now is definitely on the side of Apex. Kazaa 22 and 11. Rainbow Dash 18 and 8, and for Rogue we have Estrellas on top with 13 and 16. And you can see there, Third Wishes on the ledge, able to take down King Henry. And right now this map is covered in red name tags right now because Apex is in control of the map, and Rogue is on the back foot. They are in a tough position here. The split 2-2 and 1. 2 members of Rogue went down immediately to Third Wishes. And now we can see Rogue rotating down to the Lumber point, as this is going to be a full transmit here. And Rogue has just one more chance here, because if Apex takes this point as well, they are going to take the round and a 4-0 win here on this match. As we see Rainbow Dash trying to take down King Henry, but King Henry was the winner of that engagement with the headshot. Rogue with a chance here to expand their control of this point, but many members of Rogue are going down. Mad Dog the Dog takes down King Henry, and that's now going to leave Rintham all on his lonesome here. And so what was a well-positioned situation for Rogue has now turned into a very bad position for Rintham, because he is facing against both Kazaa and Mad Dog the Dog. And now Rintham with the push to the point. He took a lot of damage there in his approach, and Mad Dog was able to finish him off. And Professor Xavier also there in the crossfire between Kazaa and Mad Dog. And so Apex are going to take this point in force. King Henry takes down Rainbow Dash with a frag grenade, but that's going to let Kazaa rotate down onto the point here. But King Henry takes down Mad Dog, forcing Kazaa to return fire, but Third Wishes was able to get the refrag there. And so Kazaa has a little bit of time here to capture this point for Apex. Meanwhile, all of Rogue are hopping down that path, trying to get some jump shots. Kazaa staying behind cover, staying alive as long as he can, keeping the pressure on. And here comes Professor Xavier to stop him. But can he get across alive? Yes, he does, and so does Zeus, and so does Rintham. And here comes Apex to push him off. It was a 3v3, now it's a 3v2. As Mad Dog the Dog pushes, and so does Rainbow Dash. The bodies are falling as the refrags are flying, and Astreus able to take down Mad Dog the Dog there, leaving King Henry alive. And it is 70-17 here for Apex. And again, Apex in a good position to win this by collecting the tags. Can he do that? Rainbow Dash on top, 21-11 with points. Kazaa on top with kills, 24-13. And here come Apex right now. They have cleared this point and they are taking it. Can Rintham find an approach here? Throwing out those frags. Will they find their targets? No, they do not. And wow, a flurry of kills just go down, and Rintham is all alone, and that is a wipe right there for Rogue. And Rainbow Dash is going to have all the time in the world right now to capture this point, and when he does, this is bad news for Rogue here. As you see, there is not a blue tag in sight around this point. And this is going to start the timer here towards the end of this round and towards the end of this match, as Apex has taken this fourth round a lot more easily than they did the last one. And now we're just ticking away here as all of the members of Rogue are taken down. That is going to be the last of that push. Here are those final scores. Kazaa 25-15, Rainbow Dash 24-11, Lust 20-7. And on top for Rogue, it is Astreus and Zeus and Professor X. And that is going to be that fourth round win for Apex. There you have it, folks. Well, Apex, very strong, getting that fourth round win. We saw approach after approach, push by Rogue, getting denied by Apex. And so Apex is going to be our winner with 4 rounds here. GG, WP. Good games, well played by both Rogue and by Apex. We saw a lot of action tonight. Apex taking the first round of Arctic pretty decisively. Well-coordinated attacks, well-coordinated rotates, a lot of map control. Second round of Arctic, however, was very close. It was within 10 points, I believe, or 12 points for Rogue, but they did not get that win. Apex was able to get that win on Arctic. Third round on Lumber, the grind. We saw the back and forth. We saw the ticket counting back and forth. And finally, it was Apex that was able to get the kills and to get the tickets and win that match. And finally, fourth round, Apex got the momentum and they won that fourth round decisively, taking the sweep 4-0 in this Week 5 Season 2 Contractors VR match here at VRL. I'm Nutmeg, your caster for tonight. I want to say thank you to Rogue and to Apex for giving us a show tonight. That was an exciting match to watch. I want to thank all of the teams who are taking part in this league. We are now into Season 2 of Contractors. I want to thank all of you teams who came first season and who have returned for a second season. I am so excited for the 10 new teams who have formed during the hiatus between Season 1 and 2. We've got 40 teams participating in Season 2. We had 30 in Season 1. I am grateful and excited for those new teams to be coming into our league. I'm especially grateful for our sponsors. This Season 2 of Contractors is brought to you by Kiwi Design and BHaptics. BHaptics giving us 5 tack suits, those X40 tack suits. Kiwi Design giving us head straps. We've got Mammoth VR giving us Mammoth Apto stocks. We've got G Fuel giving us G Fuel gift boxes. We've got 9 Line Apparel making our jerseys. We've got Degenerate Decals giving us headsets and stickers. Look for our other leagues. I'm talking Echo, Pavlov, Onward. Pop 1 is starting in 2 days. We have a lot of prizes in store, and all of our generous sponsors, including as well Boba VR, Proxy Mat, are giving us amazing prizes, and we are grateful for our sponsors for those prizes. Lastly, I want to say thank you to everybody in chat. I see the hype in the chat. I am grateful for you all to come out and watch. Let's raid VRL Gaming 2, because right now what is happening is Brazucas are taking on the Straight Killers, SKS. Let me get us there. Let's do this. Superior West, also a great caster, casting that match. Let's get us over there. What is going on here? Raid, raid, raid. Let's do it. Are y'all ready? Get ready for some more action. It's Brazucas versus SKS, the Straight Killers. Let's go!